Hey guys, welcome to Build and Chat.
What's up?
We got some cool stuff going on today. You may notice that Jade is kind of off to the side. She didn't really feel like doing terrain today. So, we have a very special guest.
Ow!
We have Zeke from Zeke's Toy Barn. And he's gonna hang out with us today, talk to chat. Hey Prodigy, how are you?
Hello.
So, this is Zeke. This is the rest of part of the rest of the Terrainoob family that's visiting this weekend because it's Memorial Day weekend here in the U.S. So we've got a nice long weekend, and they're here for the weekend, and we're going to be hanging out, doing lots of cool stuff. Maybe we'll stream, maybe we won't. We don't know. I'm doing this, but the rest of the weekend streams are going to be a little sporadic.
I have a question.
What's your question?
Why'd you use grape twigs?
Because they work well.
They do, and these cameras are really pro.
They are really pro, aren't they?
Yes. And I don't see why.
Hey Sid, how are you doing today?
Where?
So in the chat, you can see the chat there.
Oh.
Those are people chatting with us.
Oh.
One of those people is from Texas. One of those people is from Australia.
Ooh, I like Australia. There's a lot of great white sharks there. I love great white sharks.
She
Hope you saw one.
ate Pop-Tarts for the first time ever. All right, they're awesome, right? What kind of Pop-Tarts did you have?
Hope watermelon. I haven't had one. What? What's wrong with you? I haven't. Okay. I like chocolate.
So what am I doing today? All right, so we're going to work on this. We're trying a little bit different setup today because Caitlin's not doing work, so I don't have to show her. Ooh, fudge sundae. That sounds good.
What? Jealous.
So I've got the camera a little more overhead this time, so I'm hoping you guys can see that a little better. So let's talk about where we are with this thing.
It's not really in the camera.
I got the
Okay.
I used this. Where did it go?
By the sound
Thanks,
of it, it sounds like styrofoam.
You sound like styrofoam.
Thank you.
I love picking on Zeke. He's my favorite person to pick on.
I love picking on this guy because I call him Chris Pratt sometimes.
Can we tell him what he used to call you?
Yeah,
Fish and
when he
Mr.
was
Twist.
little, because we've known him.
You guys knew
I mean,
him
we.
when he was born.
Oh yeah, we knew his parents before he was born, so we've known him his whole life. And when he was really little, learning how to talk, he'd call me Mr. Fish.
And then he learned how to talk a little bit more, and so he called him Mr. Twist.
And then I called him Mr. Chris, and now I'm calling him Chris Pratt.
The overhead cam is a bit blurry. This one here.
Well, I mean,
Oh, thanks for the host, Sid.
like from Toy Story.
Well, I don't think I can focus it any. Hold on a second. Hold on a second.
Okay.
Wait a sec, chat.
Why is there like a red square around it?
Because I've got it selected.
Oh. Can they still see our faces?
Yes.
Okay. Just checking because my face is beautiful. Oh, that's why I have my own YouTube channel. I am humorous.
Let's see. So that's. Let's see. So that makes it much, much worse.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Well, that's where it was. So let's see if I zoom a bit.
I think that's good.
Come on, camera.
Don't
I'll
die.
zoom in a little too much.
Hey! Don't die on this camera. Don't you dare. No. I will push you out of the camera.
I'm not in the camera.
Well, you were.
Caitlin,
Yeah?
can you help me for 1 second?
Yeah. It's okay.
There we go. All right. So maybe I can.
I better hide.
There we go. All right. So anyway, I used this Liquitex pouring medium for the stuff because I'm a lefty. Are you left-handed or right-handed?
I'm right-handed.
Yeah. I'm a southpaw.
And
That seems to be a common thing with artsy type people. I know a lot of artsy type people that are left-handed. And you see that with a lot of actors too.
you know, down in Clearwater, I just drew my first Buzz Lightyear and succeeded.
Awesome, dude. So I use this pouring medium on here. So basically, this is just clear medium.
What'd you use for the rocks and the water?
Yeah, Da Vinci was left-handed, yeah.
Like the...
So this is essentially a medium for paint pouring, so it's really thick, but I just use the medium because it's clear. So normally you would add like pigment and stuff to this to do paint pours, but I just use this for water. Now I've done little ponds and stuff. One sec, let me get through this. I've done little ponds and stuff, but I've never done bigger pours like this. So it was kind of weird because it's not like the stuff that's made for water.
Oops.
It's just acrylic medium, but it actually does work well. So it comes out, I put some dams on the end and poured this in, and it took a while to dry, but yeah, I've used resin, but I wanted to try this stuff because I had some. It's really inexpensive. And I've used it for little puddles and stuff, which works well, but I just wanted to see what would happen. It turns out that this stuff is really good for making like whitewater or swift moving stuff. So what happened was when I put it down, I let it dry for a little bit and it got a skin on it, kind of like when you leave pudding in the fridge for a little bit, it'll get a skin on it. So the underneath was still wet, but the top was drying. So what I did was I just took the end of a paintbrush and smushed it around with the end of a paintbrush and just kind of moved it around. So some of the skin got kind of mixed in and it got bumpy. Then I let it dry a little bit more and did that again. And so I ended up with this nice rough thing. So now for the water, all I need to do is kind of dry brush some white caps on it. And it'll look pretty good, I think.
Did you use real rocks for the, what are they called?
The what?
The real rocks for...
Real rocks? No, these are plaster.
No. Right here.
Yeah, they're plaster. I just painted them.
They're
the same as these.
They feel like rocks.
They kind of do. Yeah, plaster does. Hey, Tiny Bricks. How are you, man? What's up, Larry?
Hello.
Larry says you look different, Caitlin.
Is that Larry or Bacon? Is that Bacon?
Yeah.
Yeah, Bacon.
You know does he know who Larry is?
Me? Yeah.
Who's Larry?
Eric.
Okay. You're keeping up. Look at that.
Hey, Diane.
Hola.
Doing good, Tiny Bricks. How are you? All right, so I'm gonna I also ordered a couple of things to kind of organize my my space here because it was getting a little rough to carry all this stuff in from the garage. So one thing I did is I got this nice little brush organizer, so it's got all my bits and things in there. It's much easier to get to. Oh, you had your first stream. I missed it. How'd it go, man? What were you bricking?
Bricking.
Tiny Bricks is from, let me see if I remember all this right.
I did toy openings and
cool.
Gaming.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, Zeke here has Zeke's Toy Barn on
Hey, Tiny
on YouTube.
Bricks. Tiny Bricks, I hope you answered this question. Have you seen some of my videos?
Yes, Tiny Bricks from the Netherlands. So he's from way over in Europe. So we've got people, honestly, from all around the globe right now on this channel. All around the globe. You know, the globe.
The big, wide, beautiful globe.
I does English goods.
English is... I do it... Oh, gosh, I can't even do it wrong.
I done had dids to English.
Yep.
Hey, Eric, have you seen some of my videos?
His name's not Eric, it's Larry. You have to call him Larry.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm not even kidding. His name is Larry.
So I'm just
Right, Larry?
kind of dry brushing a bit of
Larry says I
some
want
white
to
caps onto this.
Larry says I want to travel the globe.
Travel to Grobe.
Travel the big, wide, beautiful globe.
Hey, Larry.
I play on a basketball team called the Grobe Trotters.
Hey, Larry, have you seen some of my videos? With the trolling, what does that mean?
Are they trolling you? No, they're not. Yeah, they probably are trolling me. Making fun of me on the...
Well, it's a very big grove.
Yeah, he has a YouTube channel called Zeke's Toy Barn. He does... Tell him what you do, Zeke.
I do toy openings, I do gamings. Not a lot of gamings, but I will add more. And I hope this gets added to my channel because I really like this. I really like talking to my friends. Thank you.
So
and
that's
my
what he
parents
does.
say I'm obnoxious and hilarious mixed together.
I would agree with your parents.
Is that a compliment?
I don't know. Do you want it to be a compliment?
It's whatever you want it to be.
Are you serious? I'll take it as a compliment.
Sure. Like, if I call people weird, I mean that of the highest compliments because I'm weird and I'm proud to be weird. Weirdos
You're a geek.
are awesome. Yes, and geeks are too.
So guys, if you have some time, all right, Tiny Bricks just subscribed to your channel.
Thank you. Can't see behind this stupid camera.
Yeah, just watch his
Weirdos
videos.
unite.
That's right. Watch his videos and give him some love once in a while.
Yay! I have a friend Lucas. You may see him in one of my videos.
You have friends? I don't believe that.
Harsh.
Ow.
We're his friends.
Oh, you have the original Captain America shield?
The original one? Yeah, his actual shield.
That's cool.
I have Captain America's actual shield. Steve Rogers came by the house and gave it to me.
Yeah, his shield's only like that big.
Well, that's because Steve Rogers was only this big.
No, I said, like, his original shield, not the actual shield.
Yes, I've got a model of the World War II shield, version of his shield.
You know, I just watched...
The shield-shaped one, not the round one.
Before we saw Endgame, I just watched, it's Captain America, the First Avenger. It was really good.
Also, we don't, just make sure you don't do any in-game spoilers here. We don't do spoilers.
I know.
Spoilers.
I don't want to get beat up for it.
And
Fresh
if you
from
know what that's from,
1948.
you're amazing. Because I have so many friends and they don't know what that's from.
What's from?
Spoilers.
Wow, loser daddy.
Your friends
Even
don't know
my
what
own
spoilers
father.
are?
What?
Your friends don't know what spoilers are?
No, they don't know what when you say spoilers, they don't know what it's from.
From about 8,000 different YouTube channels and
Yeah.
radio shows and...
I don't do spoilers.
What?
I don't do spoilers.
Probably.
I'm looking right at you, Mr. Chris.
The spoilers.
What?
Hey, look, I'm looking right at you. Chris Pratt.
It's Doctor Who.
I said, are you joking?
Yes, I was joking.
Yes, Doctor Who.
From the book.
Thank you.
Look,
And my best friends, they haven't seen it. And I'm like, well, I don't know if I want to be best friends with you anymore. You haven't seen this show. It's amazing.
hey,
So I
Chris.
stayed up
Yay.
with references.
Chris
Tiny,
Pratt.
Tiny Bricks, you have a good stack of nerd points going.
Yep.
Chris Pratt, I'm looking right at you. I really am. On the camera, it looks like I'm looking at you.
Zeke, you're a weird kid.
Because, like, there's, like, boxes.
You're just
for
a weird kid, Zeke.
There's, like, boxes, and you're on the top
Crisp
box.
Rat.
And,
Yeah, my name is Crisp Rat. You called me Crisp Rat.
no, I call you Chris Pratt.
You can just call me Star-Lord.
No.
Or Sir.
Yep.
Or your liege.
River Song.
No.
I haven't seen this show in forever, and I want to kind of rewatch. We started with the 9th Doctor, and then went up.
I want
Tiny Bricks, do you have a favorite Doctor?
Oh, that's right. Can you take my plate and throw the stuff on?
delicious. Are you talking about your name? Because it is bacon.
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 Take the dogs in.
Yeah.
Bacon. Talking to you, Larry. No, Chris Pratt.
Get her attention.
Larry, it's Chris Pratt. I didn't call him Chris Pratt, but that
Oh,
does.
whoops. Did I splash this on you?
Stop. Stop.
I'm ever so sorry.
No, you're not.
You're right, I'm not. Not even a little bit.
Is there a dog under here?
Diane, where'd you go? You asked Tiny Bricks a question and then you walk away. How rude. So rude. Where'd she go?
Spoiler. Tingy Brick said it first.
It's Tiny Bricks. The J is silent.
Oh.
Because he does Lego stuff.
Oh! That is really smart.
He said Dr. 10.
Dr. 10.
I can decide between 10 and 11, but I have Matt Smith was
Pretty sure 11.
11, yeah. But I can't decide between David Tennant or Matt Smith. They were both super good. I did cry when the 10th left. I legitimately cried a little bit because I was so upset.
Wait, let's see if it does it like without even me taking it out.
Yep.
Ghostbusters!
It's like Ghostbusters.
I know it is. I know what it's
screwdriver.
I know what it's from. I'm just making a joke. Hey, Bill.
Don't make jokes. Jokes are not allowed on this channel.
Very funny.
No, we're not funny at all.
Yes, you are. Diane, get out of here.
Oh, Martin. Martine?
Martin.
How do you pronounce it? Is it more of the Spanish pronunciation or more of the English pronunciation? Yeah, he just sonicked you. I'm not sure which specific effect that's going to have on you, but... Doctor Who and the Ghostbusters crossover. That'd be weird. We have got,
that would be amazing.
So, it's a holiday weekend here in the U.S. It's Memorial Day weekend. Yay! And we have got 4 dogs here today.
And what else do I have?
And what?
And
And
what else do I have to do?
Oh, and she's going down the street to take care of another couple of dogs.
Spring cleaning.
So, we are...
This is definitely a
Plus,
spring.
we've got... Yeah, 4 dogs. Plus, we've got...
Hey, Belle. How are you?
Our best friends here. The rest of the Terrainoob family is here for the weekend. So we have got a stacked house this weekend.
8 people.
You already
4
said
dogs.
that.
8 people and 4 dogs.
You already said that.
Already said what?
That we have the rest of the new family here.
Yeah, I know. I repeat myself a lot. It's okay.
No, it's not.
It's
It
okay.
can lead to death.
It can? Oh boy, I better be careful then.
Should you order in dessert?
Christopher.
Yeah, you probably should order in dessert.
Christopher.
What?
I love dessert.
Where's your camera?
Go to McDonald's to get the
Where's
apple
your
pie.
face?
Where's my face?
Can we at least
Oh,
smell
that
it,
one.
Father?
Well,
Then can we smell it, Father?
I was gonna say
Father.
the 4 dogs aren't much bigger than this.
Harry.
Not much. The 4 much bigger
Hey,
than
can
that.
I see Belle? I want to show Belle.
Yeah, we're gonna have a busy weekend.
Well, we're taking her out right now.
Yeah, that's Harry. He kind of looks like some kind of rodent,
But he's cute, rodent.
but because he's
love
really old. He's like what, 14, 15 years old.
So cute. Have loads of
We just need him to tinkle.
loads of fun. Okay. I'm not sure.
So
that's how
how's
you-
everybody in Chatland doing today?
Good. I'm not sure that's how you pronounce it though.
I'm not sure that's how you pronounce it.
Hey. No, he said hey. I am going to watch some spoilers in Formula 1. Have
Alright,
a
man.
great stream. Well, I mean, are you still watching? Because that's what someone usually says when like they're gonna be done watching.
He's gonna take off and do some other stuff.
Oh,
Dude, I hope you come back because I wanted to ask you some more about your stream and hear more about that. So when you
wanna
get a
ask-
chance,
I want to
pop back in sometime because I want to hear more about your stream, dude.
I want to ask what Legos you have. What Legos you built?
Yeah, Zeke's a big Lego fiend, so
Yes.
he'd really love to see your stuff.
And I have a bunch of Star Wars Legos. And I have a boat set and like a bunch of Harry Potter ones. Boat set came with like a sawtooth shark. Hope you have that one. I hope you have,
Oh,
like,
sorry, Prodigy. I hope your headache gets better. So listen, Prodigy, I need some D&D stuff. Okay? So here's
Can you
what
show
I'm
Belle?
Okay, do it.
Man, I'm not paying attention to what's on the
Can you show Belle?
stream here. I'm having too much fun talking.
Ha. I know the feeling.
not paying attention to what you guys are seeing.
And don't repeat
Sorry.
yourself. It can lead to death.
Belle is hairy, just a little bit bigger, and has a fluffier face.
Oh, they've seen Belle before.
And she's adorable.
So listen, if you're looking for some stuff to draw, if you ever run out of stuff to draw and you want some more stuff to draw, I've got some things because we need some portraits for our D&D characters for our upcoming campaign. Would you be willing to do that for us? Because I will put them up there and show you off and give you all kinds of free advertising.
Me?
Because your stuff is really awesome. Prodigy, she's an awesome artist.
She is.
Yes, she's amazing. Okay, so what we're gonna need, we're gonna have 5 characters.
5 characters.
And we haven't gotten all of them fleshed out, but I can tell you about mine. I am going to be a gnome barbarian.
Ooh, so we're actually playing a board game. This is like a board.
No, we're gonna play D&D later.
Can I be on that too?
No, this is, I mean, later, like months from now.
Oh. What's up?
So I'm gonna be a gnome barbarian.
Oh, that's cool.
I'm gonna have brown hair with a white streak in it. My normal kind of, you know, my beard.
Pretty much how you drew him with a white streak in his hair.
And just however barbarians look, right?
Barbarian. Hey, Belle. Belle, how are you?
And
This dog is
of course,
so cute.
I
Every
am,
time-
you know, being gnomish. I'm a prankster. I like to have fun.
So every time I sit down on the floor, Belle comes lay
I'm-
beside me.
I'm socially awkward, but I don't care. The iconic beard.
Go. Go.
So I have a hard time socially, and when I feel really uncomfortable socially, I start speaking with an affected British accent to make me sound more
British
intelligent
accent. I can't do
when I get uncomfortable socially.
I can do my best Australian accent, mate.
Can you say razor blades in an Australian accent?
Razor blades.
Rise blades.
Razor blades.
Rise blades.
All right,
Razor
Prodigy,
blades.
tell us. You have to judge the Aussie accents here.
Rise blades.
Razor blades.
She's already judged mine. She said it was really close.
How is mine, mate?
Razor blades.
Razor blades.
The Terrainoob family has their Aussie accents down pat.
Thank
So-
you. Hey, what about mine?
So you have official word from a real Aussie that your accent is good.
Yes. I want to break dance right now.
Why?
I actually know how to break dance. Not to brag. I am bragging.
I know how to contemporary dance.
I know, right? People say Aussie. It's not Aussie. It's Aussie.
Don't make fun of her.
Oh, thank you.
Paint day. Oh, cool. Well, hi, Fairy Bard.
Fairy bird.
Hello, hello.
Fairy bird.
What are you painting? Just painting minis and stuff?
Whatever fairy bird does. Spins a web and he's done.
I think
Something.
you're so weird.
Something.
I bet you that if my paintbrushes were in that, it would be completely full.
All right,
Excuse
look, I'm
me, I
going
have
to
to go
zoom
to the
this
bathroom.
terrain cam back. Well, thanks for the announcement, dude.
Be careful.
Well, I mean, I don't want them to think I'm just like exiting the video.
Stage left.
Yeah.
All right, I'm zooming this back out a little because I'm having a real hard time remembering to keep it in frame. So this will make it easier.
I'll see you in a little bit, guys. Well,
Okay, bye, Zeke. We'll see you back here in a minute.
alright.
Have fun. Have fun in the bathroom.
Hope it all works out.
Don't get lost. Hope everything comes out okay. Hi, Jade.
My hair hates me today.
Zeke has transformed.
How did you make the water?
How?
Yeah.
Very carefully. I poured this stuff on it. That's
Oh, that's the stuff that you put in acrylic paint to do paint.
pouring, yes. But if you just put it down, you can use it for water stuff because it's very thick, but it's clear. But I actually find it quite a bit easier to work with than resin.
Okay, no, here comes Lambo. Oh, hey, Caitlin!
Doesn't have the strength of resin. But that's okay
Get out of
because
that
for
chair.
whitewater stuff, I don't
Ow.
care if it gets scratched. I'm not going for glassy
Get out.
surface.
That's it. I'm gonna be in front of you. Okay, no, seriously, get out. Get out. Get out!
Okay.
Well, you need to get out first.
I know Taekwondo.
Go so that I can go.
This is not working out. And there.
Probably should have painted this rock before I stuck this grape stem on it.
Yep.
Would have been easier. You don't know. Shush up.
No, you shush up.
Shush up, boy.
No, you shush up. No, you shut up.
So, all right. So, Prodigy.
How has I transformed?
You were a girl there for a second.
Oh. Okay.
You dipped under the table and came back up a girl. And then...
Then that was a quick bathroom break.
Sure was.
No, I was gone for like a few minutes.
All right. So, I've got all the...
Belle is adorable.
So, I've got the rocks all base coated.
Caitlin is back. No, she's not. She's gone. She's gone. She's helping her mother, like a good girl should do.
And we're gonna...
How are you?
Oh, I started talking to Prodigy and then just completely lost my train of thought and went off to La La Land.
La La
So,
Land.
Prodigy, all right. So, that's my character. So, we need one for that. And I've got a mini.
What can
Let me
my
pull the
character
mini in.
be?
Here, let me pull out the mini I got. I had to do a little sculpting on the mini.
Can my character be Buzz?
Look. You won't be in this, ding dong. You won't be here.
I know. It's just maybe you could take my turns for me.
No, it's not a board game.
Oh, it is?
No.
Okay. I'll make sure to comment them.
Okay.
Yeah, we live down in Clearwater. We don't live here.
This is going to be a little hard to see on the stream, but I've got this mini. Okay, I got a gnome. I actually found a gnome barbarian mini. But
where did you find it?
I had to sculpt some hair on because he was bald, but I didn't want to be bald. I wanted to have brown hair with
I'm petting
with a white streak.
I'm petting a dog with my foot.
I had to I mean, he had a beard. Now he's got a really full beard, not my beard. But I couldn't sculpt that away. So, I'm not a sculptor. So, I tried my best with hair.
What's
and that's about as bad as
that I'm petting a dog
good as
with
I
my
could
foot?
go. So then,
Bye, Belle.
so that's me. Then we're going to have
What's Caitlin? It's not a board game. It's an art. Don't tell me what I know, Travis.
Travis.
Zootopia.
Oh,
Sorry, I didn't mean
been a while since I've seen that.
Sorry, I didn't mean to get you, baby.
All right, so then
Don't tell me what I know, Travis.
So then Wendy is going to be an Asimir.
Looks like a fighting angel.
Yeah, an Asimir paladin. So she, of course, will have the red hair because she's the red hair. But she wanted to have kind of
Now Kevin's back.
kind of shadow wings.
Now she's gone.
Like, I don't know if you've ever seen Supernatural, but like if you know, when the angels show up on Supernatural, they have like the you see them with the, if their wings are behind them, that's kind of like more like shadows. So she wanted me to paint that like that. I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to accomplish that, but we'll figure something out. But anyway, that's kind of what she's going for.
Hey. Am I weird in a good way?
Well, I guess it depends on who you ask.
I'm asking you.
Then Rhiannon, one of the twins, is going to be a high elf bard that, just like in real life, her specialization instrument is the flute.
That's pretty cool.
So that's kind of her.
Wrong way.
It's kind of hard to see much in there. But high elf bard. And let's see. Diane. Diane. You guys need to come tell Prodigy what colors you want for your outfits and your hair and your stuff and junk and things and stuff.
Junk. Everything in this house is
My
junk.
character.
Huh?
Where's my D&D character?
I don't know. Where is yours?
Everything in this house
Who are you
is
being?
junk.
I'm
just kidding. Oh, I'm shaking the computer.
sorceress.
Oh, yeah.
Junk.
So, no, you're a wizard, right?
I'm a wizard.
You're a wizard, Harry.
Can I be Buzz Lightyear?
So this is Diane, the other twin. She's going to be a high elf Wizzy.
Wizzy.
She likes the blue, and then the reddish hair, like her color hair. Not like the
Ariel.
what?
Not like Ariel.
Yeah, not the
blue like Ariel.
Fake.
No, not
Or
fake,
it's-
but there's it. Well, show her your hair. What hair color you have? It's like more of an auburn red, not the.
When I see food, I eat it, man.
Not the like Irish bright red, not ginger. Right?
Talk.
I couldn't think of the word.
Character.
That's really rude.
And then
Diane
Bacon.
is not a ginger.
Bacon, what are you?
No,
so
I'm
Bacon's
not
going to be the
spice.
fifth player, so he can tell you all about how he wants to look. Because we don't actually have a figure for him yet. Because I haven't. He hasn't told me what he's all about. What he's going to be.
Ooh. It's a surprisey surprise.
So tell her, Bacon. All right, and then while that's going on, now that I've got my base coats on here, I'm going to start working on. Base coat should be dry enough to where I can start doing the.
What's up?
Just doing the, dude. Honestly, doing the dry brushes for the rocks because I want to get that stuff done. Tiefling rogue. Any special characteristics about your rogue, Bacon? Hair color, eye color. Expertly mediocre is staring at us.
Dead.
You're a tiefling. I thought you were talking about my character for a minute.
No, Eric's going to do a tiefling in the new campaign.
Pretty much this.
Okay.
I think she had gold eyes.
So Diane is pretty much the character I showed
Chris
you.
Pratt.
You know, the blues, and then her red hair, and then gold eyes.
I will travel around the globe and look at this.
Zeke,
Yes.
you're weird.
Thank you.
We'll take that as the highest of compliments.
Okay.
Yeah, tieflings have hair. But they also have...
Baldness.
Yes, all respective real-life genders.
What? Why is my mind going this way?
Because we just find that easier to role play.
What?
Because we're not terribly talented actors.
You might not be a terribly talented
Except
actor.
for me. I'm the best.
No, that's exactly the opposite of what she said.
Okay. Prodigy, talk to your best friends, of course. That's what we're doing this weekend.
Yeah, and me, in my boy tiefling with just long hair.
I'm a...
Oh.
Emma.
Ego.
Goofball.
I'm a goofball.
What is wrong with you, dude?
I'm a cheese ball.
You really are.
I'm a cheese ball.
You really are.
And why do you have like a three-headed dragon, lion, goat, like from the Ezekiel story?
Because I don't have a four-headed dragon.
Oh. Well, it just reminds me of Ezekiel's story where he had that dream where Ezekiel was a weird story where he had
What, are you talking about the Ezekiel from the Bible?
Yeah.
Oh.
Like, he had weird dreams. Like, one time he had...
Because you're Ezekiel and you have weird dreams.
Sometimes. Like, one time I had a dream. This was really scary.
I think you are a weird dream.
Okay, so one time I had this weird dream. It was really scary. Where they had Buzz Lightyear plushies, but not a Buzz Lightyear toy.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Anything but that. Welcome back, Prodigy. How's your friend doing? No emergencies. Just wanted to talk, I hope.
I'm struggling with this headache. Shitty thing won't go away.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Headaches are the worst.
I
mean, I'm assuming you went after some Tylenol or something.
Yeah. What are these for? These
You know what else helps headaches? Is caffeine. Actually.
Hey,
Because caffeine expands the blood vessels in your head. Actually, some headache medicines have caffeine in them, but I will usually just drink some
Coke.
tea or coffee
I will drink Coke.
to help get rid of headaches, and that usually helps me a lot.
This is a cool paintbrush.
But hey, what do I know? I'm not a doctor. I'm just saying
This
that
is a
helps
cool
me.
paintbrush. Why is it so small? Do you do it for like the pimples in the eyes?
The pimples? You mean the pupils?
Pupils, yeah.
Pimples are the things you squeeze on your face.
Yeah. Do you use these for pupils in your eye?
Sometimes, yeah.
For the hair?
You gotta be careful with those brushes if they've got the covers on them. You have to be very careful because if you put them back on and you bend one of the things back, it messes it up.
Okay, let's put them back. I like painting. You know, Caitlin just did her first painting and it was very good.
Caitlin's done lots of paintings. What are you talking about, dude?
Oh, an X-Acto knife.
You're an X-Acto. Yeah, don't play with that. Nope, 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 nope.
Oh, I'm
nope.
just definitely not gonna untuck that. What even is this?
Those are little sculpting tools for clay.
And I'm guessing you...
No squeezing. Multimedia Galaxy painting go? I think she ended up actually... she didn't like it, so she just painted over and did one whole galaxy.
So, do you use this for spraying paint?
Hey, Caitlin.
And like cut things?
Where's your galaxy painting? Prodigy wants to see. Huh? She still wants to see. I like it.
I probably will.
I think it looks cool.
I've never seen a galaxy painting before.
I really don't like it.
Well, just because you don't like it doesn't mean other people won't.
It doesn't look like a galaxy. I've painted galaxies before. They look much better. I was just trying to rush because it was getting up to 2 hours and I wanted to finish it. And it does not look like a galaxy.
Okay, well, she's...
Ooh.
See, I think that looks really awesome. I'd love to have that hanging in my room. I mean, maybe it doesn't look like a real galaxy, but that's okay. I still think it looks really awesome.
It looks really cool.
I can tell it's an impressionist galaxy.
Yeah.
I mean,
Also-
you know, Picasso's art looked all weird and stuff, and people like that.
Yeah.
Didn't look like real stuff.
It's like cubism.
See you, Larry.
Bye.
But it still is a mixed media painting because for the planets I used acrylics. and
You
for the
did
background-
cubism. I'm proud of you.
Wait, for planets you did what?
Acrylic paint, and then for the background I did watercolors.
Oh, cool.
And then for the tiny galaxy in the corner.
You
that
did
galaxy
cubism.
right there. I did
Cubism.
Kind of looks like how my headache feels.
Cubism. Kind of looks like how my headache feels.
I'm sorry, Prodigy. So,
That's funny.
Sorry.
why are you hitting me, kid? I didn't say, hey, please hit me, kid. God. What's wrong with you? You need somebody to give you some attention, boy? Huh? Do you
Maybe.
need some attention, boy?
My arm is traveling. It looks like my arm is traveling through a portal. It really does. Look, I won't hit you. Look.
You want me to make it look like your face is traveling through a portal?
Ooh. Ow. My face is traveling through a portal. What's up? Hello.
Zeeky Zeke. Sit down.
You scared me.
Good. Sit. Sit down.
No.
Excuse me, chat. The beatings must begin now. Kids are so weird. All right, so we're just trying to get the dry brushing on these rocks before, and then I'm going to work on the rest of the bridge before we start putting all the flocking and bushes and trees and junk and stuff on here that get in the way. So we're just going to get this stuff. Missed a little bit of white there.
You have no idea how much I want to pick Bella up, but you told me not to.
Yeah, don't. What, Belle?
Yeah.
Belle, you can pick Belle up.
Really?
You can't pick Harry up.
Oh.
Because Harry's really old. I mean, you want to be careful with her because she's kind of old too, but you can pick her up. Just don't bang her head on the corner of the... But she actually likes to be picked up.
She does?
Yes, she does.
Mm-hmm.
Far Cry 5. No, I've played 4. I haven't played 5. Is it good?
Just in your head, okay? Yeah, lay down next to me. Look, Miss Chris Pratt.
Yep. I didn't play much of 4. So first, I played it on the Xbox.
Hey, Caitlin, come here.
Which... Oh, really? 3 sittings. Oh, my gosh. So the Xbox, the controls were a little wonky, I thought. Maybe I would have enjoyed it better on a PC.
Caitlin.
Because on the Xbox, it was kind of hard to control, and so I got a little frustrated with it. So I didn't get very far in it. I liked the story and the I mean, I thought it was a well-made game, and I probably would have enjoyed it quite a bit had I not had such frustrations with the controls. But I did, and I never went back to it. And I've just got so many games that, that I've got in my Steam account to play that I haven't played yet. That I just can't. I can't bring myself to buy more games that I'm never going to get around to playing right now.
Okay.
Right, yeah. I love to try to 100% games, and I have done a few like that over the years, but most of the time I get very distracted, and I'm like, ooh, the new game, let me try that, and then I'll get into that, and then before I'm done with that, I get into something else, and, you know. All right, so now let's see what we can do with the bridge, y'all.
Okay, stay down. No. What are you doing?
All right. So I want to make some posts for this thing.
I hope you guys see a
So
bell.
I need to figure out which. How
Do you
big
guys see
do I
Belle?
want them? I think that may be a little too big. Dude, they see Belle. Calm down.
Do you?
Let's see, is this going to be a good size? That may
God.
be
Oh my
not big
goshness,
enough.
look at the
No.
sweet Belle. Oh my goshness. I know, she was
Ermiger.
And, every time I sit down on the floor, she comes and lays beside
Trying
me.
to find the right kind of...
Ermiger.
Ermiger. I don't know if yeah, I guess we can use that. That'll be fine.
Hey, Belle.
That'll be fine.
Diane's looking at me.
And if it's not, I'll make it fine. All right, so
Look at this sweet
what we're going to do is I'm going to get my...
Hey, expertly mediocre, we need you.
Why do we need him? So I also got one of these things to help. So now I've got my tools up here in one place instead of all... I don't know. He called you. I'm not sure what we needed
What
you
did
for.
you need?
I mean, you're welcome to be here. But
One, I wanted you on here, and two, look at this.
Yeah, I've seen it. I was here.
No,
Yeah, go
this.
The harness?
No.
What? What are you pointing to?
Her cuddling with me.
I know.
Prodigy said hi.
Hi, Prodigy.
She's our awesome artist from Australia.
Hello, new friend. Face reveal.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go now.
Oh, okay.
It's a quick
Goodbye,
Stanley-ish
Nathan.
cameo appearance, and now I'm out. I can't contribute to the terraining. It's not my menu.
Alright, so
Kissing me. What are you doing?
if I do something like this, that's probably about
You know
high
I can
enough.
see you, right?
And then
Yes.
string some strings across this thing. So, and then I've got this weird, this is wax covered string. I think they use this like for wicks and stuff, but this is really good because it actually has some stiffness to it. So I can form it
Bye,
a bit
Game Twin.
when I can
Chris Pratt, are you gonna say bye?
Bye. I can actually do a little bit of forming with this, so it looks like it's got some motion and stuff in it. So it's kind of cool. I don't even know where I got this from, but I think it's just wick string, honestly, for candles. 'Cause
Okay,
it's just wax covered string.
Before you unroll it, it kind of looks like a mummy thing.
Kind of does, yeah.
Mummy is kind of like a zombie wrapped in bandages.
You're kind of like a zombie wrapped in bandages.
I don't have bandages on me.
Oh, go put some bandages on. I'm kidding. You big dope.
I'm not a dope.
You're a dope.
No, I'm not.
Dope.
No, I'm not.
Dope.
No, I'm not.
Derpy dope. Yes, you're hilarious.
Thank you.
You're a laugh riot. Gets funnier by the second.
Hello, expertly mediocre.
So yeah, Expertly Mediocre is here this weekend. Hufflepuffa Johnny is here this weekend.
Hufflepuffa Johnny.
Yes.
I thought it was a Johnny Kyron.
No.
A Johnny Kyra.
No, not on our... What are you doing? Are you trying to get stuck in that thing?
Yeah. I'm stuck. I'm stuck.
Dude. Dude. I mean, dude.
What do you need
Really,
an exact?
dude.
What do you need an X-Acto knife for? Like for cutting the rocks?
No, I just like looking at them. I bought one so I could put it in there and look at it.
Oh.
Well, I mean, what do you think I need an X-Acto knife for? Goof?
I am a goof.
I do have techniques to weather the bridge. I'm going to show that off in a minute, and it's really fun.
You have a board
It's
game?
chemistry.
You have a board game of Planet of the Apes?
Yes, we do.
Have you guys seen the movies?
Yes, we have.
So bye. Although one does drop the F-bomb.
Yeah.
It's the second one.
Living with the nieces and nephews might be a little much for me. Of course, I've got 4 females in the house, and I'm the only guy, so it'd be nice to have another guy around here once in a while.
Hey,
You know.
I'm a guy. Oh, Charlie Bell, I didn't mean to kick you.
All right, so I'm just kind of roughing these up a bit to make some posty looking things. Just kind of carving down the edges a little
Posty.
so they're not so score.
Oh, now you're using. Oh wait, no, that's not the X-Acto knife.
No, I don't need the X-Acto knife for this. He is actually a good kid.
Me?
Yes, you. You are a good kid.
Thank you.
Most kids are good kids.
Thank you. I really appreciate it. I love how it has like a pillow attached to it.
Especially when kids have good parents. Then they learn to be good kids.
Talking to you, expertly mediocre.
Oh, shucks.
Okay, Goofy.
Yeah, I wonder where he gets that from, Dad.
from the wife.
Yeah, right.
Gets what from? Gets what from?
The distractedness.
Oh.
You know you're distracted, right?
No, not really.
You know you're a distracto kid.
Kind of.
Yeah.
That is a small board. What do you need? What do you use it for?
What board? What are you talking about?
That. This thing.
This?
Yeah, that.
The green thing?
No, this.
What are you pointing at?
The little board right here.
Oh, it's not a board. It's just a piece of terrain to look pretty when we're playing D&D with the minis and stuff.
Do you ever walk around on the boards?
Yeah, you put minis on there and they're fighting the bad guys and stuff. So yeah.
Like Zombicide.
Kinda, yeah. But it's not really a board. It's just a piece of a board.
Yeah, to make like the actual board look
right.
pretty.
Something I forgot to do is to paint the edges of this.
And how do you
Need to clean
defeat that
that up.
three-headed dragon?
I don't.
Whoa! Did you build that?
What did I build?
That.
What is that?
The house, the big house.
Yes, the tavern. Yes, I built that.
Oh, and by the way, where is like your haunted mansion thing?
It is out in the garage right now.
Out in the garage.
Because we're running out of places to put my stuff in here. Because it takes up so much room.
You know what you should do on that? Put
What?
like a zombie hand coming out.
I actually have a whole zombie half a person coming out.
Really?
Yep.
Where is it?
Out in the garage with the haunted house.
Oh.
It's part of the haunted house.
Oh, okay. Did you glue it on there?
Yeah.
These characters remind me of the little DC characters that Daddy has.
Yeah. Start selling them and make bank. Yep. Well, I mean, if anybody ever wanted to buy this garbage, I'd sell it. But
she's Emperor Palpatine.
But why would anybody want to buy this stuff?
Because they're amazing. Hello, expertly mediocre.
I'll sit with you guys for a couple minutes.
Alrighty.
I want to watch what he's doing.
All right, so now
I just talk and be hilarious.
needs to glue. Oh, thanks, Prodigy. I'd buy yours too, if I had any money, which I don't,
That's always the kicker, isn't it?
because I'm jobless.
I have funny.
I'm a jobless bum.
I have money, not funny. You do video games for a living. Which that
Well,
sounds
does it
like
qualify as a job if it doesn't pay, or is it a job just because you do it?
Well, I guess it could be a
Philosophical
job,
question.
but it's not professional unless it gets paid.
Ah, there you go.
So I guess I'm an amateur.
this sounds like a really good job. What you do? It's playing video games for a living. Sounds like a really good job.
That would be a good job.
I play video games for a living.
I don't know.
These aren't video games, dude.
Well, I know you make videos for a living.
But yes, that would be. No one wants it. How could nobody want that? Are you kidding me?
Maybe
All right,
one
we're gonna
day.
work on that, Prodigy.
Maybe one
You
day.
get me some stuff to show around here, and we'll get you some work. Cause jeez,
I'm sorry,
I
Prodigy.
can't imagine how nobody would want that.
I'm sorry, Prodigy, that no one buys your art.
I mean,
Which
you
I'm
should
never-
be like Picasso level famous here.
Yeah, well, I
I
mean,
mean, you got to stop showing people how to do it, so then they have to rely on buying it from you.
I've never.
What I've discovered is either people are going to do this on their own anyway, or even if I show them how to do it, they don't have the patience, so they'd rather just buy it. They like to watch it being made, but they don't want to actually make it.
I've never
Let me
seen
here.
your
I'm going
art.
to show you what.
I've never seen your art, but I'm sure it's amazing.
I'm going to show you her art.
Ooh, that's good.
Oh, wow.
Is that right? Is that my dad?
No, that's Mr. Chris.
That's amazing.
It's Barkhauser, right? Is that
So-
his name?
I don't know. Well,
Wizard.
what I did. Well, no. What? Oh, Barkanzer. Yeah. Barky. But what I did was, she was on the stream one day, and I said, "Hey, why don't you?" She said, "I'm just sitting here drawing because it's like midnight where she is right now." She's like, I'm just sitting here drawing, but I don't know what to draw. I'm struggling with drawing. And I said, hey, how about you make me as a wizard? And 15 minutes later, I get this. I was blown away.
That's nuts.
I know. That's what I was thinking. So I was dumbfounded.
Wow, well done.
You were blown away. And what does dumbfounded mean?
It means like,
blown away.
Blown away, like whoa.
You're gonna get paint on your hand, dude.
Why are you laughing?
You know, it took me like 5 hours to get these all arranged perfectly.
Really?
That took you 5 hours? I mean, I believe it, but it's still sad.
It's so sad. What does that mean?
Just how long it took him.
All right, turn that back off for a minute. All right, so got these going. Now I need some.
Hey, can I take a break?
I don't know. Can you?
Yeah, good.
I'll be right
Take
back.
a break.
I'm sure I'm not quite as entertaining as you are, but I'll sit here.
I'll be right back, guys. I'm just gonna take a little break.
Just
Knock yourself out, dude. You get to try the master chair.
Yeah, it's comfy.
I know Zeke has many looks today.
This is probably not the best look he's had, but it's all I can really do. So.
All right, so now what do I want to? I need to do stuff.
And things.
Stuff and things and junk and things and stuff.
Stuff.
So I need some kind of. They would have like cross braces on them, right? Wouldn't they? I don't know. Would they? Probably need to.
Dang it, Jim, I'm a doctor, not an engineer.
So let's see.
I like the glassy look you got going on for the water here. That's really cool. How'd you do that?
Well, I got this pouring medium, which is paint medium for like paint pouring.
Mm-hmm.
They have really thick paint that they just pour and let it spread out. So normally you'd add stuff to this. This is just the medium that you put the tint in. But I just used that and poured it in.
That's pretty cool.
And it levels flat, but then when it got the skin on it, I just took the end of a paintbrush and poked around in it and made it all... It had like pudding skin on it after about an hour. Oh, thanks, Prodigy. Likes the shirts. Liking the shirts.
That was a quick break.
I'm sitting here under the table loving on Bill.
Well, you have fun down there.
You do you.
I'm doing me.
I mean, honestly, these things would actually have like some tent pegs with some... Let's see, do I have something I can make little tent pegs out of? I just need some wire. Do I have any wire?
So do you come into these projects with any real idea of where it's going, or do you just kind of wing it?
I wing it. I don't have the first clue what I'm doing. This project started with, I want to make a wood bridge. Now I have this. So...
Fascinating.
I don't know. Art, I guess. I figured out early on that if I try to plan things, I just change the plans anyway, so why bother trying to plan?
Makes sense.
It's just a waste of time for me. So...
Because I feel like if you were to if you had some string or twine or something to run across, almost like suspension, like handles, and then you could tack them down.
Yeah, well, I've got this stuff, which is really cool because it's actually like wax string, so it's got some... You can form it a bit. So I'm going to string that across. I think, though, what I might do is put some middle posts in there, because that seems like it would help.
I like your background.
So I'm going to do that. Oh, thanks.
I wonder who's
that
going to
tall?
win.
Sure. We'll go with that tall. Oi!
Shut off.
I'm just shooting them at you. It
happens.
You know, whatever. How's the painting going, Sid? And Fairy? Fairy Bard.
How do we know who's with us right now? Or do you just guess because you remember them talking?
Just guess because I remember them talking.
Oh.
I mean, actually, I can do that and see. The problem is a lot of times, a lot of these things are just bots.
My break is over.
I see.
My break is over.
So some of them I know.
Oh no, I like the new chair.
All right. Well,
Hey, we'll give your dad a chance in the new chair.
just sit on my lap. Just sit here on my lap.
Well, then how come? Why can't you just sit beside me?
Because I'm comfy.
So is this chair.
Because I want him to sit there now. He wants to turn in the new chair.
Ooh, you're not the boss.
That's right.
Goodbye.
Jeez, dude.
Fine. Fine then.
Don't want you here anyway. So there's that. You know, the other thing I was thinking about with
Give me the seat.
selling this stuff, it ain't happening, dude. Special project for Maximum Maiden season finale in August.
What to do?
Ooh,
Cool.
I can imagine. Yeah, Sid does on Tuesday night. She does terrain building as well, Tinker Tuesday, and then they have quite a few. Yeah, no spoilers.
It's a surprise to the maidens.
They have what, 3 different D&D campaigns that you have going with different people.
That's nuts.
You have like 2 on Saturday and 1 during the week or something. And so one of them's Maximum Maidens. It's all girls. Ew.
So does that
cooties
mean,
and stuff.
Does maximum maidens mean it's like the most maidens you can have, or like the maiden themselves are like maxed out? Define maximum maidens for me. Both. That's the best possible answer.
There you go. Defined.
I mean, that's. There wasn't a wrong answer. I was just curious.
All right, so skizzers. Need some skizzers.
Gosh, I love watching you do this stuff. If I was doing it, there'd just be so much blood right now.
So, how am I going to do this? Should I actually? I'm wondering if I might possibly need the hot glue gun to get this working right. Because I could. I mean, wrapping it around there actually works pretty good.
Guy in the corner. That's my new name. I'm now Guy in the corner.
No,
Guy in the corner.
No, you are the guy in the
That's awesome.
less nice chair.
It's not happening, man.
You abandoned your chair. You did not. Though the internet saw that you did not call seat check, which is the rule.
Well, then.
I don't know how many more ways I can tell you this, dude.
But I didn't tell you that you could have it.
Well, it's not your chair.
All right, sit with me. Come on.
Zeke, no fighting on my channel, or I have to beat you up.
It'd be a quick fight.
All right, so if I...
Here, come to the other leg. Then it'll be more in the camera. Ugh, heavy.
I could...
Showing off for the camera.
Man, I don't know how...
All right, that's enough.
Ow.
I think I may have to do this in stages of drying here.
Alright. So, what do you do with the grapes that's like on the grape twig?
We eat them.
You have to throw them away. No, you can't. You can't use grape twigs from grapes you've eaten. They're tainted.
Yeah, that's right.
You
They
bought.
have to be just...
You spent $7 on the grapes to throw the grapes away. just to use that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's the rule.
Doof. I'm having problems with this string here.
Good.
What do you mean good? Little rat.
Well,
Okay, Chris Pratt.
would it help you if you were to take your knife and like put a little groove in the top of the things?
Oh, probably.
Pressure point.
I mean, I don't know that it would help, but it would look cool.
Pressure point. Please tell me I have a pressure point
But-
there.
I do.
But it's going to be a pain in the butt, so I'm not going to do it.
It'll hurt your jaw.
Let's see. Look at this. Look at this. Don't worry. Don't worry, chat.
Oh, careful not to shake the table. He's doing delicate work.
We'll just tie it on there.
Just
And
tie
then
it.
later we can glue it on there.
Ah.
Eh,
Like you could do better.
I could. If it were my
Oh, he broke the bridge.
He broke. Yay.
You require dessert, but you have nothing in the house. Oh, that is a sad, sad situation.
First world problems.
It's World War One.
What?
Kind of confused how we got there. But maybe that's just me.
What's up? I'm cutting Mr. Chris.
If I remember correctly, Prodigy, you're in Australia? Is Prodigy the
Yes.
one from Australia?
Mm-hmm.
And she says my Australia accent is good, mate.
All right. Is Vegemite as awful as I've heard? Like, what's your personal opinion, being an actual native?
Oh boy, we had a big discussion about this. The first
Did you?
time she
Oh,
was on. Yeah.
do you get asked this from everybody? Is this like the most stereotypical question
I
to get
love it.
asked, being from Australia?
Well, then why?
Ask me everything.
Wait,
She does. It was fun to talk. We talked to her about all kinds of food stuff and
Why?
desserts, and it was fun.
Why does Vegemite smell bad?
Yes, let's get into the science behind it.
Because it's really bitter. Oh, that makes sense.
Really, well,
What does it taste like?
I mean, that's an opinion.
What does it taste like?
That's one opinion.
What's Paul Hogan up to these days?
And also, oh no, that's too early.
I don't know how old you are, Prodigy, if you even get that reference.
It tastes like brown? What does that mean?
Well, there's not really anything else to compare
It's
it
just a
to.
joke, buddy. Probably resting Christ. I mean, I'd be disappointed if it was anything else.
Well, that's what all Australians do, right? They just sit around and wrestle crocs all the time. I mean, that's what Australia is.
Not all. I know a lot
We have decided, Prodigy and I, we've decided that Australia's not allowed to have any more animals because
Ride kangaroos
because-
to school?
because they take cute, cuddly animals and turn them into demons.
Well, yeah. Well, so we were just talking about drop bears earlier. They were watching a video of two koalas fighting.
Yeah, the possessed koalas.
Wait. They can ride kangaroos to school.
Yeah, you hop in their pouch and off they go. Their kangaroos are very muscular.
Hey,
That's yeah.
hey, Prodigy. Have you seen a great white shark down there?
Possums.
Yes, possums are nasty, nasty
Now-
little things.
I probably shouldn't put this out there into the internet where there's a video record of it, but how much would you charge me to ship me a platypus? Because I've wanted one forever.
And we know that Australians all have platypuses just hanging around in their
that's
bathrooms.
the only place to get one. It's been my favorite animal forever because
Have
it's
you-
just God's little punchline.
Okay, I hope you heard the story of Bethany Hamilton, but that
That was in Hawaii.
I know, but that had nothing to do with the great white
It's
shark.
a tiger shark, so it's
I
really
know.
not related
I
in
know.
any way.
I know.
Other than that,
I'll send
exactly the same.
I'll send you a terrible drawing of one
All
for
right.
free.
Woohoo!
But if it's terrible,
It's
You can't have a terrible drawing of a platypus. Such a thing does not exist.
oh,
It's either amazing or it's hilarious.
I mean,
But-
the platypus itself is kind of like a terrible drawing.
yeah, it's just spare parts. It is, yes. Consider the gauntlet thrown
dropped.
down. Like, yeah.
Wait, do you guys have paper? Because I'm gonna draw my best platypus.
Go do it. There's paper somewhere.
Ask Miss Wendy where it is.
I think I know.
Okay.
I think it was like 3 or 4 years ago. My brother-in-law took his family to Australia, and they didn't get to, but they were going to go to like a sanctuary where you can pet and swim with platypus or something like that. Maybe not swim with them, but you can pet them. And I was very very jealous.
This part is not quite as easy as I thought. Of course, if I let the glue dry so these things weren't falling all over the place, it'd probably be easier.
Yeah, you're a bit impatient. I feel like the more you do, the more you destroy at this point.
Yeah, that seems to be kind of the thing. I'm gonna have to go the patient route with this.
You have no idea. They're web-footed duck puppies. Imagine a small dog with a beaver tail and a duck face and feet, and a poison barb. They're just the weirdest thing.
But they're adorable.
Turtle duck beaver.
Turtle duck beaver, exactly. Yeah, I call them the Australian duck puppies.
Probably are. You big klutz.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Australian duck puppy sounds like a band.
It could be. It should be.
We're on that. We are on that.
As Andy Dwyer would say, ooh, Australian duck puppies, new band name. I called it. So what do you do in your videos usually when you hit this point where there's nothing to do except just destroy your thing?
Oh, well, what I do is I set this aside for dry time. And then I start painting minis.
Ahaha. Some kobolds.
That's like
Lizardmen.
details.
So I've got some nice...
I'm not
It's going to be on
drawing
Terrainoob and Family.
Let's see.
Not sure if you can get
We'll find out.
that or not.
You
see.
made
All
me
right.
an administrator.
Oh, did I?
Thought.
Probably. I mean, we should have. Wendy was actually handling all that because I'm too stupid.
That sounds about right.
Thanks, dude.
Burn.
Appreciate you.
Okay, maybe I can't.
Oh my goodness.
I love it. It's like a manatee with feet. It's perfect.
Oh, that's funny. That's so great.
You've made my day, Prodigy.
Well, how's mine?
Well, let's see. It's like a top-down view. I like it.
Say I'm smart. I'm really not. I'm not very smart.
Why would
but
you
I'm
ask,
good with that.
Why would you ask me to lie? Not once, but 3 times.
I'm smart. I'm smart. I'm smart enough for a big dummy.
This is one of those mind tricks where technically I'm supposed to say you're smart. Say you're smart 3 times.
You're smart. You're smart. You're smart.
If you literally interpret what was written, you're supposed to say everything after that. Is that what you were going for, or am I overthinking this?
I'm done. I hope you like it, Prodigy.
All right, here's the work of an 8-year-old who's never actually seen a platypus in real life.
Ooh, that's pretty good.
It's close. Love it.
I'm glad you like it. I'm gonna try and draw a croc now.
A what?
A croc.
A croc?
See it again?
Yeah. Here.
Let me put it on the good camera.
Oh yeah, good camera. Yeah.
Because the light's better over here, I think.
Lift it up a little bit. There you go.
A duck puppy.
A duck puppy.
Web-footed duck puppy.
Web-footed duck puppy beaver.
Thank you. Now I'm gonna try and draw.
All right, so here I'm at the point where I need a wash. A wash.
I'll say. Ha ha ha.
Sorry, I'm getting a little foul there.
Always.
Yeah, I know. I'm the worst. Your platypus is intimidated.
Is that a compliment?
I believe it is.
Yes.
It's also just one of the weirdest sentences ever written in the history of mankind.
Really?
Yeah, it kind of is. That is weird. But that's not a thing you ever thought you'd write, is it?
But back to what I said earlier, I will pay cash money for a live platypus. I'm just, to Prodigy or anyone out there, I will.
That is
I don't know what the conversion is right now of American dollars to Australian yen. I don't know what you guys use.
Dollars.
Oh, I know.
Australian yen.
I don't know. Don't they just
You
like
big dope.
barter in crocodile teeth and I don't know.
That's in stone rings. It's Pick on Australia Day. Fun things happen when expertly mediocre sits in the chair.
That's right.
Hey, Daddy, do you want to see something cool?
Boy in the corner, can you draw cat? I'm guy in the corner. He's boy in the corner. You have a request.
I do.
Yes. Sid wants you to draw a cat with rabbit ears.
Oh, okay.
Roast Australia. Aren't you guys already basically on fire? Should we do that?
I mean, honestly, Prodigy, give us a challenge at least.
Although being from Florida, I mean, we're
Well, we don't know how to vote, so...
I always say that Florida is the Australia of the U.S. because we have so many invasive species here. It's like if anything wants to kill you, it can survive pretty well in Florida. Like lionfish, we have
Hey,
anacondas down in the Everglades now, which is ridiculous.
Hey, Prodigy. Did you hear about in Australia the three-eyed snake? This is awkward.
Seen a two-headed? Of course you have. Of course you have.
You've seen a two-headed? Oh my gosh!
Well, she's
That's
from
not even
Australia.
That's not even a
yeah.
snake.
That's
it's a
probably
dragon.
just common backyard
Yeah.
fare over there.
She probably walked out, saw the two-headed snake, and was like, "Oh, it's Tuesday." Like,
That's not even a snake. That's a dragon.
okay, almost.
I'm doing.
We'll call that same.
Any questions about Australia? Gosh.
What is there to do in Australia?
How are there as many great white shark as people say?
Actually, I do have one because at my last job, I worked with a couple college kids from Australia. Can you tell me about the king punch? Is that still a thing?
The what?
The king punch. Apparently, according to them, and I hear that Australians are like notorious for messing with people. It's a thing where you just randomly like run full speed down the street and just like punch someone in the back of the head.
Oh, that thing. That's...
And they fall like from between the impact of the punch and then their head hitting the concrete and they die. It's nuts. King punching isn't as much of a drama as it was.
Back in the day.
That's insane. Like, you guys don't have enough that's trying to murder you that you want to just start randomly punching people in the back of the heads. That's awesome.
Come on, Australia.
And it's only a matter of time
Jeez.
before it reaches Florida. I mean,
When are you going to be perfect like the U.S.? God.
U.S. isn't perfect. Nothing is perfect. Only God is perfect.
There you go.
Well, you set me straight.
See, well, at least I know they weren't messing with me and that it actually is a real thing. Cause it's,
Well, that was, I mean, that's happened in the U.S. too. Started happening in some of the bigger cities. Gangs would start doing, they picked up on that.
okay,
Killed
hold
some
on.
people.
We've got her talking about Australia, and now we're getting in. Now she's starting to write in Australian lingo. The Deros you see at the servos, at the rate servos, I'm assuming are like gas stations. Deros are, I don't know, a mythical goblin creature. I don't know. Servos, service station, Deros, rednecks. I was close.
Servos are where you get your cuppas. I know that.
Oh, please.
Oh, boy.
Please do.
This ought to be good.
What?
Didgeridoo?
Crocodile Matilda.
What?
Waltzing and stuff.
I really want to see how many of these words I can...
What up, Game Master? How you doing?
Hello, hello.
Hola.
We are just having quite a lively chat today.
That's right.
Yes, we are. Now I'm drawing.
Chris is doing work. I'm just sitting here really being of no service other than to provide moral support.
And I'm drawing.
And we're bashing on Australia with Prodigy. Because apparently it's Make Fun of Australia Day. So,
I mean, most
Why
of my
not?
questions have been genuine.
they have.
Are
There's
there
a tinge of humor to them, but, you know, that
Are
doesn't
there
make
as
them...
many great white sharks in Australia as people say?
Gotta love getting paid to watch
No,
Twitch.
she said that there's not that many sharks, as you would think. Getting paid to watch Twitch. Living the life. American dream.
That's
Unless
my
you're
dream.
not from America, and then it's
Hey,
just...
I'm done.
He's
A dream.
from, let me see, Minnesota?
So
Did I remember that right?
Sid requested a cat with bunny ears, and here it is. It's a little
Wonky.
Tim Burton-esque.
That's awesome.
Burton-esque. Love it. I love the stripy tail. Looks like he's gonna give you a side quest of some kind.
He's just like, what's up?
Very serious face. Yep, Sid loves it, especially the tail. Oh my goodness, Prodigy went all out.
Hold on, I gotta allow this.
Haha. Good day, mate. Chucky Yui at the servo. Then stop for a smoko and have a cuppa at the Bicky. Okay, so I'm gonna translate that one if I can. Pull a U-turn at the gas station, stop for a smoke and a cup of coffee at the cafe. Have a gander at the fair dinkum darrow bloke over there. Check out that good-looking redneck guy over there. Bloody Bonza. Grab a snag off the Barbie and pull up a seat and have a chinwag. Haven't seen you in yonks.
Well, chinwag
Okay.
is a chat.
My goodness. Grab something off the grill, pull up a seat and have a chat. Haven't seen you in ages. Did I do an adequate job? I feel like I did. Even if I didn't, just tell me I did, because no one will know.
A Bicky, so that's a cigarette.
What? Why would you write
Gosh,
Oh yeah,
I'm
it's
not
not
even-
cuppa at a bicky, cuppa and a bicky. Yeah, so what's a bicky? A biscuit?
I was
No.
just sitting there painting off
What's
the
a
camera
Bicky?
because I'm not paying attention. Durr.
No, you're on camera.
I think like Prodigy's not responding now. Did she pass out from the sheer overload of Australia in that sentence, or is she
'Cause-
wrestling a crocodile right now?
Well, sometimes there's some lag.
Since you talked about smoking a cigarette, do you?
I think elves should have an Australian accent. Yeah, because you always get those very proper British like high elves. Like I want to see the low elves that are just like
What's up?
not quite cool enough for the other elves. They should have Australian accents. I agree. Service station afternoon, stop for a break.
You know, I
Have a
think my
cup of
question.
coffee and a cigarette and a cookie. Oh, okay. Have a look at the absolute redneck. Okay. Grab a sausage off the barbecue and have a seat and chat. I was close. I was close.
I think my question wasn't appropriate.
I didn't hear your question.
We didn't hear it.
But if it was inappropriate, don't repeat it.
We weren't paying any attention to you. We never pay attention to you.
I added a little something to my rabbit.
Cat rabbit.
Cat rabbit, yeah.
Was it yelling?
First version had to be approved by the mods.
Hold on. What's it screaming?
Yay!
Okay.
That's a thing.
That's a child thing.
Yeah, so Prodigy, your Australian speak got caught by the auto mod for being inappropriately sexual.
What? What'd you say?
Nothing. Don't worry about it. If I'd wanted you to hear it, I would have said it to you.
Inappropriately sexual? What?
It wasn't. It
wasn't.
The chat filter thought something in there was.
Chat filter was confused. Too Australian.
Dinkum is the term that it didn't like.
Yeah.
The chat filter didn't like the word dinkum, but he has allowed it. So you can say dinkum all you want now in any context.
You just dink them away.
Dink 'em.
Whatever that means.
Dink 'em. What does dink 'em mean? It's fun to say.
Absolute.
Dink 'em.
Or
Oh, I didn't actually add the permitted term.
come on.
Don't bring your dinkums to my channel. This is a family show.
There's an after-hour stream where just bring all the dinkums you want. Dinkums out the wazoo.
Dinkum and dunkum donuts and coffee. Dinkum edition, yeah.
That's what we do.
I know, right?
It's technically still, continuing on from Friday evening.
Well, we're going to go with Australia time here. So, like, it's what, 1 o'clock in the morning, Prodigy?
Bye, guys.
So,
Thanks for signing off.
C is a.
He'll be back in like 2 minutes to ask for the seat back.
So, yeah, it's 1:30 a.m. Australia. We'll use that time and go after hours there.
I cannot tell you the last time I stayed up till 1:30.
We almost made it last night.
Awful.
We were up till freaking midnight talking, and that's, for the old guy sitting in this chair, that's really late.
You're not a parent. Well, that makes it, that's different, yeah. That explains it, because
does make
before
a
we had
big
him,
difference.
I would stay up just watching movies, reading, doing whatever until like 2 in the morning. It wasn't a problem.
Yeah.
Now I'm like, 10 o'clock, good night.
And I'm like, God, you stay up till 10 o'clock? Party animal.
I lie. When I worked, I don't know if I'm allowed to say that I worked there on camera.
Sure you can.
Yeah, okay, well, I spent 4 years working at Disney, and I would often work until like 12:31 in the morning. But I've never not willingly stayed up that late.
Oh.
It was
Yeah,
fun.
see, when I was 24, I could stay up till like at least 9:30.
So I love that you were in a band playing like heavy rock, but it's like, okay, 7 o'clock, set's over. Good night, everybody.
Yeah. So, Game Master, you were here, right, when we were working on the wood bridge and doing the paint pouring thing, this?
The technical term, this.
This thing, the water, the river. So, yeah, I ended up, right. So I just poked around in this stuff after it got a skin on it. It turned out being pretty good, and I just kind of dry brushed some white foam on it, and so it looks pretty raging riverish. So now we're just waiting for these things to dry so I can get the rest of the rope on, because I was just kept knocking those things off, so they got to dry. So in the meantime, we're painting minis.
He's painting minis.
So
I'm contributing nothing.
Well, you're contributing comic relief.
Charisma.
You're making it so I don't have to talk quite as much, which is always a good thing. So let's see here. So I've got some lizardmen on the go here. Got to mix up the washes.
Crap paint called espresso bean. If you want it to look like wood, paint it a bean color. That's a good tip.
So I'm gonna, once this stuff dries, gonna show you guys a fun trick. I'm actually gonna paint it with this. Ooh.
Jar of rust.
Jar of goo. So that's fun. There's all kinds of chemical reactions and stuff that go on with that. It's a good time. I mean, not like explosions and stuff. It's not that fun. But it's just cool to see.
Why am I here then?
I know, right? What good is this channel? I mean...
I've been saying since we started this that there's been a lack of explosions.
Well... I mean, you could go get me a bowl full of beans and we could work towards some explosions that way, I suppose.
Ah! Now we're reduced to fart jokes now. Is that where we've gone?
Gone? Did we ever leave that?
We've never been above that.
I'm quite confused as to when we ever got around away from that.
Higher level of quality. It's not true.
No. I mean, when you have an 11-year-old brain and a 46-year-old body, what else are you gonna do?
That's true.
Oh, got your green screen. Cool.
All right, endless possibilities.
Have you had a chance to do any streaming with it yet? Oh no.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, yay UPS.
Mm-hmm. In my youth, I worked nights unloading trucks for UPS. I can't even tell you the things that some of those boxes go through.
Yeah, and plus this week being Memorial Day weekend, I'm with families, and I mean that's why this weirdo is here. We got extended family visiting, and the rest of the Terrainoob family visiting, and Memorial Day weekend is always really busy. Funny how you have to go back to work to recover from it.
Look at all your little dentist tools here.
I know, right? They're miniature clay sculpting tools.
Oh.
Fun, fun, fun for the whole family. Oh, so... Prodigy, you still hanging in there with us? How's your headache doing, darling? You getting better? For a CPAP. Oh, I got one of those too. 6th wedding anniversary. Oh, congratulations.
Wow, you are busy.
Yes, sir. Art and chat. Cool, Prodigy. That's what I'm doing. I'm doing a little art while we chat.
I'm not. Again, I'm not.
Oh, that's not true. Your rapier wit is certainly an art.
You're gonna do what to my wit?
Well, not yours. Yeah, come to work this weekend to relax. I get that, man. Well, I don't get that anymore. I'm a jobless bum, but But it's good. I'm good with that. It's cool. I do this now. Well, and other things, but I don't have a regular 9 to 5
But he won't
anymore.
talk about the other things. It's a bit creepy.
Well,
I'm suspicious.
Family show and all. No, I go
until the late night dinkum, then we can talk about it.
Yeah, that's right. Do the after hours. We'll talk about what I do for a living. I won't show him the poll right now, but
nope.
I didn't even want that image in my own head.
Too far.
14 states.
That's all right. That's all right, because we're in Florida, so it's probably fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
We're well behind the curve with outlawing things.
Let's see here. Get some good greens out. Yes, everything is legal in Florida. Moral? Nah. Legal? Pretty much. Huh?
Yeah. It's illegal to walk your alligator without it being on a leash.
This is true.
That's a real thing.
Actually a law.
Yeah. It's perfectly legal to take your alligator for a walk if it's on a leash.
Yeah. So when you bring your alligators down to Florida, make sure you bring the leash.
The best part of that is that it's not a joke at all.
Not even a little bit. Everything is legal in Florida, except for the weird crap that nobody cares about. I know, right? Where's the gator poop bags? They have doggy poop bags. Got no gator poop bags. Probably because if you try to pick up after them, they eat you.
Why don't Texans take their alligators for walks? That just seems... That's how you get fat gators that, they're lazy.
I know. Isn't that like animal abuse? God, guys, come on. Just don't take them for walks. What's wrong with you? If you can't be a responsible gator owner, you shouldn't own a gator. Stay in your ponds. That's no fun.
Terrain hardy.
Terrain hardy.
Is it some relation to you, or?
No.
Oh, that's
just friends. He was a subscriber to my Terrainoob channel
cool.
very early on, and he's in. Hold on. Netherlands. Right? I think. Denmark. That's right.
Well, konnichiwa.
You idiot. Hardy, so I'll show you we were working on the wood bridge a little bit earlier. I'm waiting on some drying time, so I'm doing some mini painting for a little bit. And, but I'll show you where we got with the bridge. I don't know that we'll get much further on that today because it needs some decent drying before I move on with it, but
now we haven't been down in a while. I like the new organizational stuff you got going on back here. I was checking out your little bins and stuff for your minis. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, things were getting a little out of hand with that. It was turning into kind of a junk pile back there. I had to do something.
Oh, I remember.
Yeah. Good job, Sid. Your memory's better than mine. Of course, that's probably because you're not nearly as old as I am. I'm like ancient. Old and broken.
1,000 square feet of terrain junk. That's impressive.
Yeah. That's what happens.
$20-gallon tubs. I mean, you make do with what you got.
Well, I have a few of those out in the garage too. Those big bins full of terrain that mostly doesn't get used anymore.
I've got a jar of dirt.
That's pretty much how it goes. So, I didn't reset the camera for the mini painting.
How do you do that?
Well, so what I do is I get the old terrain cam. Bear with me a sec, chat. Over here, I got to see all the way over to that monitor.
This one?
Yeah, because my...
Should we turn it?
I just can't see the mouse moving. Is the mouse moving over there? Where is it?
Excuse me.
There it is. Ah, that helps. Thanks. Okay, drag this over here. No, we're not done.
Hello, dog. Sorry. Hello.
Okay, we're gonna do some zoomage.
Are you guys still filming? So I busted my chin open twice, and this is how I felt.
Dude.
Oops.
I don't think our camera's even on now.
Oh, okay. Never mind. Hey.
And then we gotta get
Blurry.
I gotta get in the right place. Well, the background will be blurry. One Kid Wrecking Crew.
Oh, you have no idea.
He absolutely is. But it's cool. And see, I set up a little different, so I've got a gooseneck here so I can get a little bit better. And they're still doing that? 21?
Well, now I know what I have to look forward to.
See, I've got all girls, so mine were a little different.
Yeah, if you yell and they cry.
That's right. Girls are worse. Well, what I'm discovering is that I'm glad I had girls until they got to be teenagers, and then holy crap.
That's about the time that we moved away. It's unrelated.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's when I was calling you lucky. So, yeah, he almost just wiped out on the tile.
Me?
That would have been a nice little emergency room visit.
Me?
Yeah, you.
No.
Like you always do.
I was looking down. I fell.
Exactly.
Boys in your family are babies and all the girls are daredevils.
No. Girls go to Jupiter to get stupider, boys go to college to get one.
Yeah, I never got the son. I just got the 3 girls. But I figured after the 3rd one, I was like, it just ain't going to happen. And if I keep going, I'm just going to get further and further behind here.
It's just swimming in the estrogen ocean.
Right.
Guys, did you hear that phrase?
Yeah, we heard you.
Ow.
But I've got 3 nephews, so, you know, after I said, oh, I didn't get a son, then I had spent time with my nephews, and I said, I'm okay with that.
Daddy, you ever heard that phrase?
Mm-hmm.
But now, my nephews are becoming cool. And my daughters are getting to be a pain.
That small earthquake you felt was my son running into the table. Speaking of one-man wrecking crew.
Ow.
Yeah. So why don't you just steer clear before you destroy something?
Dad, is Belle over there?
I don't know.
One of them's here.
I need to take her upstairs.
It's not the old one. It's the...
Diane.
Come here. Oh!
Diane.
There's your puppy.
So how are we doing with the lizardmen, chat? How am I doing here? Am I screwing this up completely?
Well, they are men-shaped lizards, so you're on the right track.
All right.
Oh, Zeke.
I guess we're good then. I'm just kind of highlighting a bit, and I'm not going to do a lot to these guys. They got a bit of wash. They're going to get a bit of highlight, and then they're going to get put away because, you know, they're not main characters.
No one ever wants to play as a kobold.
I know. Like, we'll duct tape and a big rock.
Vaguely That's like the off-brand. That's like the store brand. Vaguely Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
From Whammo.
Yeah. Now you just need to go in and color code like their weapons or something.
Yeah. Put some masks on their eyes.
That's right.
Mean age needle teetles.
I think I've seen something like that online before. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh.
Needle teal. That's silly.
Oh boy. Well, you're not the only comic
Yeah.
relief here.
And you have their
Their
ninja hamster master Splinter.
Oh my gosh. I've got the best chat.
It's true. I mean, I don't want to take credit for it, but no, I don't take credit for it.
Other side.
That's
Well, you heard us laughing at you, so
all I've ever wanted.
my dream has come true. So what else is going on, chat? What's up with the world? While I'm boringly painting minis. I mean,
I
this
don't
is...
think you guys can hear. There's a very intense conversation going on in the other room.
No, they probably can. This mic picks up quite a bit.
What?
Not sure I understand the question.
You want to elaborate on that a little bit?
I mean, the chat bot was a little concerned about that, but
You hear distant noises, Prodigy? Yeah, it's there.
oh,
it's
say
the
about
ladies. I don't recall what he described his painting as. I don't think it was whoringly, but they're very scantily clad lizard people. So
I can't imagine me using that
it
word
applies.
because I didn't know that was a word. But oh, boringly. There you. Yes, I did say that. Now I'm a little less confused. Well, about that anyway. I'm always confused, but that's just because I'm derpy.
Again, the whoringly, that comes later in the after hours, the dinkum section. Sounds like the name of like a stuffy old Englishman. I'm Sir Whoringly Dinkum the Third.
Into the lizard.
Slathers.
Well, you know. Sometimes. Yoopy doopy. Well, this building chat doesn't have a lot of chat at the moment. Come on, chat. Chat.
I feel comfortable enough with them that we don't have to fill the silence. It's not necessarily entertaining.
I don't. I'm feeling really awkward. Maybe it's because you're sitting there staring at me lovingly.
Wow, that kobold even looks like he's yawning. There's nothing better than a stream filled with people who are just like, man, there's not much to talk about. Your brain is just Far Cry 5 right now. Gosh, I haven't played a Far Cry game since, I want to say, the second one?
I played 4, but I didn't get far into it.
It's been a long time. Is 5 the one with, like, it's the post-apocalyptic, it's, like, really colorful and pretty, because they talk about how, like, there's a super bloom and all that?
I think so. At least the previews look.
That's the new one. Oh, okay.
All rainbowy.
Yeah, well, they said they actually talked to. I read a little bit of an article on the development of that game. They actually talked to some scientists who were like, well, if there was a huge nuclear fallout, you know, all these post-apocalyptic games. Post-apocalyptic. Everything's barren and dry and like it's a desert wasteland. And they said, actually, once everything's settled, there'd be like a super bloom of flowers and like natural color and everything'd be super pretty.
Yeah, Gamer's Vault.
Entertain me.
That's right. I'm trying to change the face of streaming here. That's right.
I don't necessarily know if that's the face we want to go with, but... Oh. Ayo. Tell us a joke. Come on, Game Masters. Give us a joke.
I'm just not a very exciting person is my problem. I'm just boring. I don't do anything with my life. What am I doing with my life? I'm painting small lizards.
It's the American dream.
It is. Only the west side of Montana is beautiful. Well,
I'll take you at your word. Here, I'll enter. Most of my jokes are not fit for a family channel. Same.
Well, that's maybe the problem I'm having. Is I'm trying to make a family-friendly channel, and so I can't tell any of my jokes.
All right, what is the internal temperature of a tauntaun? I'm gonna give Chad a minute. What is the internal temperature of a tauntaun? Lukewarm. Prodigy got it.
I mean, I could tell stupid dad jokes.
Yeah, that's enough. That's good enough. Prodigy, do you know what's a Jedi's favorite computer program? Wait, really? Adobe One Kenobi? I'm sorry.
That's just bad.
That's awful.
That's almost as bad as mine.
This was my favorite because when I worked at Disney, you'd hear Disney jokes all the time. Some of them were appropriate, some of them weren't. But here's a joke. How come this is from Frozen? How come Anna and Elsa's parents never taught them the alphabet? Because they got lost at sea.
Too soon. Too soon.
What's worse than biting into an apple and finding half a worm? Goodness great, I don't know. I feel like maybe I've heard this one before, but I don't remember.
I'm not sure I want to know.
Oh.
Yeah, that's worse. I would definitely say that's worse. So this pirate walks into a bar, and on the front of his pants, he's got a steering wheel mounted. The bartender says, "You have a steering wheel on your pants." And the pirate says, "Arr, it's driving me nuts."
This is what we've become. What's the difference between a very, very old bus stop and a lobster with a boob job? One is a crusty bus station and the other is a busty crustacean.
No. Oh no.
Prodigy knew. I have more that I can't say here. I can't.
Oh yeah, well, me too. But I'm trying to think of good horrible dad jokes. I'll think of some in a minute.
Eh.
Or some more jokes, chat. Let's see here. I need to go with the yellows. That's not yellow. That's too yellow. That's one of them I need.
How long do you typically stream for?
A couple hours.
Couple hours?
Yeah. What time is it?
It's about noon.
Oh gosh, is it? No wonder I'm getting hungry. Leave the jokes
Paint,
to you and
monkey,
paint, monkey.
paint.
I'll do it. Oh, so Terrain Hardy, I wanted to show you this because you were curious how the
He left. He gave up on you.
I know. You were curious how the pouring medium came out. So here's what happened. It actually came out really, really well, I think. So what happened was after it got its... You saw me with the skin on it the first time, and I was poking around at it. And after it got a second skin on it, I went back and poked around some more with just the end of a paintbrush like this. Just poked at it. And I got this really nice textured water. So I just dry brushed some white caps on it, and I think that ended up working out really well.
Does it put the lotion on the skin?
What?
What?
What? Just pushed around the skin. Well, you know, why not? Okay, I'll just paint.
Yeah.
I'll just sit here and paint. I'll do what I'm mediocre at, and you guys do what you're good at.
Make fake water in vases.
Really? I'll check that out. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, you know, Terrainoob, that's right. I thought the same thing when I looked at it. It looks like almost like rapids, which is kind of cool. And what Game Master's talking about, my son who was on earlier just did a school project. My father-in-law helped him with it, where they were creating Boonesboro, because he was learning about Daniel Boone, and they did a river with an epoxy like that, and it was very nice, very blue, very kind of greenish too. Looked really, really cool. But yeah, I like the white caps on the water here.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping that would turn out looking rough, but I didn't know it would actually work that well, and
Looks
so that's
dangerous
stuff that.
Prodigy Daniel Boone is kind of an American history character.
Folk
He was
hero
a pioneer back in the early 1800s who helped with westward expansion. He's someone that when you're young you learn he was a great man. He helped us find Kentucky and found on. And then you get older, you're like, oh, he killed a lot of people.
Well, I mean, he fought at the Alamo, and
You're thinking of Davy Crockett.
Yeah, same time period.
Yeah,
Contemporaries.
that's a lot of American history at that time. When you're young, you're like, this is a great man who did this stuff. And then as you get older, you're like, oh, he was kind of awful.
Do you like Jeremiah? I don't know who Jeremiah Springfield is.
Do tell, Jeremiah Springfield. I'll look it up. I love history, so.
I like history too. I'm just not very good at it. Said my horrible score in school.
Jeremiah Springfield.
Jeremiah was a
from
Springfield.
Simpsons, of course. I get, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that was like a take on Daniel Boone. I haven't watched The Simpsons in a long, long time. But yeah, I get it now. A noble spirit and Biggins, the smallest man.
I've been embiggened.
One of the Boondock Saints, you know, the minor league baseball team. Yeah, they're coached by, what's his name from The Walking Dead, who's the Boondock Saints. Never mind. I attempted to make a joke and my brain didn't want to let me.
Hate when that happens.
Norman Reed. Thank you, Prodigy. Like, I know his name. I don't know why I couldn't remember his name.
Yeah, my wife's like in love with Norman Reedus.
Thank you for that. Because I didn't put it down nicely. I just kind of fumbled and dropped it.
So, you know, I've kind of erased him from all my memory banks because...
Because you'll never beat him.
Jerk face. Norman Reedus, jerk face.
Wow, now he's never going to watch your stream.
Oh, crap. I messed it up. Dang it.
If that
The
gets
one
back to
viewer
him,
I
you're
was
gonna be-
hoping for.
It's all good. He's a talented actor.
Prodigy. You've betrayed me.
He plays the vaguely dirty backwoods man better than anyone in the business.
Right?
Gosh, there goes 80% of our chat, Chris. Well done.
I know. It's okay, I still love you, Prodigy. I'll let this one slide. Potentially don't like Vegemite? Oh, I'm willing to bet that's almost an absolute fact, even though I've never tried it. And I'm willing to try it, but not a lot of hope. That's right. You can bring Norman Reedus. It's okay.
You don't like Norman Reedus or Vegemite.
Do I have to like one or the other?
I don't know. That's...
Is that like a thing? Come out of there. Let go of my tip. I didn't say that. Yep, it's the dinkum hours.
I want it known that both of my hands were on the table.
Dang it. There, I got the tip out.
You really need to make sure that whatever you're doing is on camera when you say things like this, because
My tip.
you're
tip.
pulling a Wendy right now.
God, come on, guys. A bunch of sickos.
Well, yeah, that's a given. That's why you need to clarify.
Just trying to get the tip of the paint bottle got stuck in the cap, and I just needed to get it out. What is... I don't understand what the problem is. Gosh. Bunch of dirty-minded people.
Yeah. Are you surprised?
Not even a little bit. So I just had to get the stuff out of the tip there. And
Bunch of dirty hippies.
I know, right? Dare use a family show.
To be fair, I advocated against this ever being a family show, but I got outvoted.
Me too.
I was ready. Well, when the transition from doing the board games to doing more of this stuff happened, we all sat down and talked about it. And me and Johnny Cure, is that what we call her on camera?
Who?
Sparrow. My wife.
Oh.
We were moving, so we weren't going to be involved. And Chris was like, we want it not be quite as family friendly. We want it to be more X-rated.
No, I didn't say
You meant to
X-rated.
say R-rated. No, you said X-rated.
Oh, well,
You meant to say R-rated.
yeah.
You didn't.
That's what I meant. You knew what I meant. Then it got awkward.
Make it a family unfriendly show. Like one of those those novelty restaurants that are mean to you when they serve the food. Anti-family.
Just sit here and berate chat. Call them nasty names and stuff. We hate you.
You're nothing. You're a huge disappointment to your mother and I. Roast me stream. I mean, we already covered that earlier, Prodigy. At this point, you're just a glutton for punishment. I'm not mad, just disappointed. Oh, that line. Jokes for funny foods. That's part of the joke, is that they serve you bad food, isn't it? There's one locally here in Orlando. I've never been, though.
I figure, why should I pay to get abused? I can just go out into the real world and get that for free.
You get it at home, Dan.
This is true. I can just get it at home. And the food's better.
Why pay more? Absolutely.
Mom, can Belle come down? You didn't tell me you took them. Crap. I didn't put your food down because you didn't say I got them. You're gonna have to wait. Okay. I'll have to just grab some eggs. I don't even think the other one's gonna move.
So what are you doing right now?
Just highlighting the highlighting my lizard men's. Yeah. So I'm not doing heavy duty quality on these guys because they're mostly unimportant. Kind of like me.
Wow, speciest.
I know, right?
Lizard people lives matter.
No, they don't.
Gender projecting.
Well, you know, if it's a female, I feel really bad for her. Because that is a ugly female. Of course, not exactly a terribly attractive male either, but, you know.
You don't know Cobalt standards.
That's true.
I really just want to know where they got that turtle shell shield. Like, that was a massive turtle.
It was. You don't know me.
Can't be assuming pronouns. Needle teedle. Poor Splinter lost one of his disciples.
Yeah. Droop, droop, droop. There, so I think that's good enough for lizard men's. Right?
Or women's.
Or women's. Lizard people's. I mean, I could do a lot more to them, but I just...
Cheese grater.
Cheese grater. Oh. I think we've kind of gone off the rails here today. A little bit. Which is fine. I'm an off the rails kind of person. But I think I'm just going to leave the lizard peeps like that. Because I got a lot some more things to paint. And I've got actual PCs I got to do.
Also, I brought a bag from our latest Zombicide expansion of about 15 more guys for you.
Oh, God.
As a person who adores reptilian humanoids, I love them. Well, that's good, Prodigy, because if reptilian humanoids ever appear in the real world, it's going to be in Australia.
I'm sure you guys are growing them right now, honestly.
Lizard village people.
Well, now I have to repaint these.
Or just do a whole new stream where you fashion them tiny little clothes out of cloth.
And I'm gonna, these are the bones models, so they're plastic. So I'll just, if you put them in hot water, you can kind of shape them. Mm-hmm. So I'll put them in the YMCA pose, each one of them doing a letter, and then paint them up. That'd be awesome. Just have this guy with his arms all the way up.
Oh gosh, I don't know, Prodigy. America can barely handle different skin colors right now. You're going to bring someone of a different species? I'd caution against it.
All right. We're such a mess. All right, so I think that's going to be it for the mini painting. And I think actually...
Is it really? See, I would not have guessed.
It's the same everywhere,
It's
actually.
true. To an extent, it's the same everywhere.
I mean, even the countries that say, you know, you hear, oh, we're so socially liberal and accepted and stuff. It's just, there's always people everywhere that are like that.
Okay, whatever cave I'm in and I come across miniature clowns to fight, I'm just leaving the cave. There's no treasure that's worth it.
That's right.
Nope. Sorry, Ronald, you can have the magic sword. Take the town, all the maid. I don't care. I'm gone.
That would suck. I believe if I actually was in a cave with monsters, I'd be okay with all the monsters I have ever seen.
Yeah.
But if a clown came around the corner,
you expect a lizard person or a goblin or whatever. It's not fun, but you expect it. They
yeah,
always seem
dolls
to
are
come
not
to
my
life.
favorite either.
You've just described my biggest fear. My wife used to have a collection of porcelain dolls, and I was like, you can keep them, but they got to go in a box in the garage. I don't want them in the house.
I swear, if our DM, if we had a setup here and our DM ever put a little doll figure out there, I would just quit. I'm done. Never playing D&D again.
My character is going to roll to drop their sword and walk away. Just be done with life.
Or not drop their sword or whatever. I'm just leaving.
You know what? Yeah, keep the sword. I might need it, but I'm gone. Did our D&D stream with the dragon eggs ever make it online?
Yeah, they all went up there.
If you guys were to go visit our YouTube channel, I think they're on Board Game Noobs, not Terrainoobs. I don't know if you moved anything over. We did a D&D session where
Please give me a salty snack.
my wife's character, the whole time we were learning about these dragon eggs, she wanted these eggs so bad. She wanted to keep one for a pet. But they were black dragons. They're like evil, super evil dragons. So it was a really tough part where we had to actually like destroy these fertilized baby dragon eggs. She cried in real life. She was so sad that we did that and she didn't get to keep a fictional dragon. She was mad for like the rest of the day. And I strongly suggest you guys go and hunt down that video because it's really hilarious.
She was lit. She was just...
She had, from day one when we heard about the cache of dragon eggs in that quest, said, I'm getting me a baby dragon. And it didn't work out for her. I hate to spoil the ending, but it didn't.
After weeks of going through and waiting for this to happen, we finally get to him and we have to destroy him. Oh, she was lit.
It wasn't a dragon that was going to be a pet. It was nope. So...
Oh.
What? Okay, I will.
You'd cry too. So.
Hey, Zeke.
Oh,
Can you
yeah.
tell Kate when the dogs can come down?
Long day filled with
And they
black
don't know
goo that
about
they
it
don't.
yet.
Ooh.
It's going to be fun.
Black goo's never fun.
All right, well, my child's calling for me, so I'm going to duck out.
And
Nice talking to you guys.
chat, we're gonna have to call it because we got to go eat lunch with all the peoples that are here. So thanks for coming and hanging out. This was a really fun chat. Hope you guys enjoyed the trains and the minis too. But honestly, I mean, I think I'm just here for the chat, really. But anyway, we're gonna have a lot of stuff going on. I don't know. Our streams are gonna be very sporadic this weekend. Guy in the corner, yeah, he is a fun guy. That's my best friend. But I hope you guys enjoyed this. We had a lot of fun. It was a good chat today. And we'll be doing all kinds of weird stuff. Fun guy, yeah, he is a fun guy. He is a super toadstool. But you know, just keep watch on the Twitter and Facebook and stuff. We'll make announcements if we're going to stream, or we might just pop up. I mean, you never know, because when these guys are over, we do all kinds of weird things. So I'll be back next Saturday. I don't think there's anything going on that I don't know. We'll figure it out this week. Anyway, we'll be back sometime with something, doing some stuff. So, follow us on Twitter, Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube. Catch all the past stuff. Know when all the good stuff is coming. And until next time, build on.